Hello viewers, in this video I will be discussing the detailed solution to questions from subject electromagnetic field that came in GATE 2025 electrical engineering. So basically 3 questions came from electromagnetic fields, 1 of 1 mark and 2 of 2 marks, total 5 marks, which were of easy to moderate level again. So in this video I will be discussing the detailed solution to the question number 25 of 1 mark MCQ type that came in GATE 2025 electrical engineering from the subject electromagnetic fields, and the question goes like, which one of the following figures represents the radial electric field distribution ER caused by a spherical cloud of electrons with a volume charge density rho equal to minus 3 rho naught for R greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to A. Both A rho naught A are positive and R is the radial distance, and rho equal to 0 for R greater than A. Options are given as A figure 1, B figure 2, C figure 3 and D figure 4. 4 figures are given which represent the radial electric field distribution. Let's move to solution to this question. Let's derive the expression for electric field distribution by Gauss's law. So for spherical cloud of electrons, so like this, right? Okay. The distance say capital and this is the maximum, right? Capital A, right? Let's say this is the Gaussian surface. Case 1 is rho R greater than 0 and less than A. Okay? Okay. So if you apply Gauss law for this Gaussian surface, applying Gauss law over this yields what? Let's see. Okay. The area integration of the surface area E dot ds equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. Now Q enclosed is given by what? The volume integration of volume charge density 1 by epsilon naught integration rho v dv over v. Now for this case rho is a constant. So it becomes 1 by epsilon naught times minus 3 rho naught integration dv, that is the volume of this sphere. What is that? 4 by 3 pi r cube. And here what we have? E dot ds is considering the electric field on the surface to be same everywhere over the Gaussian surface. So it goes down to 4 pi r. So that is the surface area, outer surface area of the spherical surface, Gaussian surface. So if we equate these two, right. So it becomes minus rho naught by epsilon naught times 4 pi r cube. So 4 pi cancel, r cube r square, so r remains. So we are left with epsilon r equal to minus rho naught r by epsilon naught for 0 greater than r less than a. Okay. So basically what will this is a equation of a straight line with a slope of minus rho naught by epsilon naught. It is like this. If we draw epsilon naught versus epsilon ER versus R, we have a straight line having a slope of minus rho naught by epsilon or something like this, such that R equal to A, it will be equal to, if you put R equal to A, it will be minus rho naught A by epsilon naught. So it will be minus rho naught A by epsilon naught. And for, so from the options only you can eliminate, option से हम निकाल सकते हैं option the figure 3 that is option C के साथ जा रहा है. And for r greater than a as the volume charge is 0, that there is the no charge, right? For r greater than 0, let's do it somewhere else. Yeah, let's do it. For r greater than a, applying Gauss's law, say let's take this Gaussian surface r greater than a, so r greater than a, so it will be ER into 4 pi r square, that is the surface area of this Gaussian surface, equal to the constant at this value only, the charge, right? Charge will be constant at this value, that is minus rho naught epsilon naught into 4 pi a cube, replacing r by a, right? 4 pi gets cancelled and we will left with ER equal to minus rho naught a cube upon epsilon naught times r square. So this is the equation for r greater than a, minus rho naught a cube by epsilon naught r square. If you put r equal to a over here, then what do you get? Same, this right, minus rho naught a by epsilon naught. So after this, you can see that there is an increase because it is negative. So it will, at r tends to infinity, this will go to 0, and at r equal to a, this is minus rho naught a by epsilon naught, which is negative. So we gradually increase to 0, and is proportional to minus 1 by r square, something like this. From 0 to a, it is decreasing linearly, as you can see here, and for r greater than a, it will increase exponentially, not exponentially, with a factor of 1 by r square, that is inverse square proportionality. And the variation will be something like this graph. So that's the option figure 3, that is option C. Hope the solution is clear. I have explained the solution in great detail with all detailed steps and explanation. So that's all for the solution. Thank you.